G'day cocktail lovers. This is a sweet Manhattan riff called an Aunt Roberta. And doesn't Aunt Roberta sound like fun? She seems like the type who has a couple of extra sherries at Christmas and makes the kids laugh. I thought I'd give it a go. You'll love the colour, very bright red, because besides the sweet vermouth, has a red fruity liqueur in it as well. And it's on the rocks rather than served up like a Manhattan traditionally would be. An excuse to use my sexy clear ice. I'm not going to say no. I'm going to give it a quick taste. Oh, and there's a little bit of absinthe in here as well that just gives it a kick, because otherwise I think it would be too sweet with the addition of a liqueur. Mind you, good entry-level cocktail for someone who thinks a Manhattan's too strong. This is still quite strong, but it's got a little bit of extra sweetness. I'll take you through the ingredients. It's a brandy-based Manhattan rather than a whiskey-based Manhattan, which of course purists would say mean not a Manhattan. But it's not a Manhattan anyway. I'm just giving a frame of reference. God damn it. Speaking of frames of reference, the recipe I found suggested using cognac, which is just a specific type of brandy, and just between you, me, and fly on the wall, I think the reputation of cognac is overstated. Not that it's bad, most cognacs are very good, but there are very good brandies made around the world that are not cognac. And this is actually a French-aged cognac. French-aged brandy, I should say, not a cognac. It's not following the rules coming from the cognac region, but I have Australian brandies. There are brandies everywhere. So don't let, the hype of cognac and cognac alone. If a recipe says cognac, it means use brandy. Like a Manhattan, this does have sweet vermouth. I'm almost out of this bottle. I'll have to think of something to use this last little bit in. Maybe make a second Aunt Roberta. Who knows? The recipes online said to use a raspberry liqueur, and they basically mean Chambord, which I don't actually have. Not that I've got anything in particular against Chambord, but I've got a lot of fruit liqueurs and thought I didn't need to get Chambord as well. I'm actually using a strawberry liqueur. I actually had a few red fruit liqueurs to choose from, and I went with this. And there's also a little absinthe. This is an Australian absinthe from the Never Never distillery. Like most absinthes, relatively high, 55%. Not as high as you get a lot of the time, 70-80% with absinthes, but still, it's given the whole thing a bit of a kick. And having introduced the ingredients, now I'll show you how to make it. In a mixing glass, put 2 ounces or 60 mils of the brandy of your choice, then 1 ounce or 30 mils of sweet vermouth. Follow that with 1/3 of an ounce or 10 mils of a raspberry liqueur, and then 1 bar spoon or around 5 mils of absinthe, rounding things out with 1 dash of aromatic bitters. Add ice to the glass, stir that for 20 to 25 seconds to chill and dilute the drink, and I'm straining that into a rocks glass over a big chunk of sexy clear ice. And for a garnish, I'm spritzing some citrus oil over the top, then adding the twist of peel to the drink, and also adding some maraschino cherries on a skewer. You could absolutely serve this up like a traditional Manhattan if you wanted to. Simple. For me, there was a suggested serving of on ice in a rocks glass, and again, out comes the sexy clear ice, my favourite thing, and my favourite way of making it. Cheap, easy, doesn't take up a lot of freezer space. You should be seeing another video that shows you how to do it. So after you finish this, look at that, and you know what? After that, just take your time. Maybe have one of these, maybe have a drink. Just chill out. Look after yourself, because I'd love to see you again sometime soon when I make another cocktail. Till I do see you again, I will say, cheers.